So he's sitting all fidgety like on the couch last night. And something's coming, 'cause he looks like he doesn't ken whether he needs a shite or a haircut, eh? I'm tempted to ask him, what's up? I'm getting a wee bit of satisfaction watching just how edgy he is like, 'cause he's usually a smug bastard, eh? I looks over the top of my favourite wine glass, 'cause it holds half a bottle, guilt-free, at him. And he goes to say something. And then he gets off feet and sticks his two horns between his legs and starts rubbing it together dead fast like he's trying to free a genie out his arse or that, eh? And I'm now thinking, is this fucker getting ready to chuck me or that? Oh, 3 seconds that thought is in my head, and I've got his bags packed, toast ooting on the landing, and all big Ewan for the delicatessen counter at Sainsbury's moved in. Ewan. That's as much as I ken about him. And only 'cause I've seen his name badge pinned to his big, broad, manly chest like. And huge horns he's got too. And he always puts an extra slice of chopped pork on for me. So, anyways, he downs his 8th can of Stella, and that must have been the one that deluded him to the extent he thought his opinion was valid and gave him the impression that he was lord and master of all he surveyed. That was his first mistake, like, yeah. And he looks me right in the eye now, 'cause he thinks he's that all of a sudden. And he says to me, "Oh, Jenny, there's something I want to talk to you about." That was mistake number 2. My name's Stacey. Jenny was his last birthday. I've been talking to a few of my mates, like, and they're all doing it, so I think we should try it. Well, what can I say? I'm intrigued nonetheless. Aye, dressing up and that, eh? The role play, like, talking all dirty and that. Well, now he's really got my attention, 'cause lockdown sex has been, well, maybe predictable isn't the right word. No, it's, I suppose boring isn't the right word either, eh? No, it's been more like kind of total utter shite, eh? Home's Under the Hammer, an Antiques Roadshow. You're on 25 or your 27 free view channels on a constantly mind-numbing fucking loop. So you turn on Netflix to try and get into that Narcos box set that everybody's talking about. Only these are learning Spanish so you could follow what was going on though. 'Cause the fucking subtitles! You're going faster than a line of coke at a CID Christmas party. So you nip in for a quickie, like, yeah. Except quickie has a new definition in lockdown. It used to mean I wasn't getting the full 5 hours, but I could live with that. It now means I'm no getting the full 5 minutes, and that's why I'm having a fag and putting his clothes back on. So I downs my wine, 'cause I'm thinking I'm on my Nat King Cole here, eh? Then the bombshell. Mistake number 3, which if truth be told, just led on to a catalogue of fucking errors like, "You came the football's back on, eh?" he says to me. Aye. Well, I can't actually go to the match 'cause all the social distancing and that, eh? Aye. Well, it's no the same watching it on the telly either, 'cause there's nae singing for the stands or shouting at the opposition or telling the referee that he's paternally challenged. By this time, my lady garden that was primed and ready for action, well, after I'd gave it a wee scoosh of the Johnson's baby powder to freshen it up, 'cause I've been wearing the same joggy bottoms for like a week now. Well, it's gave up the ghost anyway, but I'm still prepared to indulge him, like. Well, he says to me. I was wondering, like, if you would put on this smelly old Hybe's top, sit at the other end of the living room, and shout abuse at me for 90 minutes when the game's on the morrow, just to make it more realistic, like. So, he's presently living in the shed, wishing he was still with Jenny, and desperately trying to remove the smelly old Hybe's top out his arsehole. And I'm on my way to Sainsbury's because I've ran out of chopped pork.